January. I'm in Wellington, Florida. I'm normally there for, anywhere from 6 to 10 weeks. I've started to add the Sunshine Tour in Spain to my schedule. Then it's pretty much flat out from there. Madrid, Aachen, Germany, Rotterdam, Rome, Dublin, Hickstead, the list goes on and on and on. Then I'm back for the indoor season over here, which would be normally Paris, Geneva. And then I round it all up at Christmas time with Olympia, which is a great show, but normally finishes near Christmas Eve. So shopping and getting all that done is a nightmare. When we prepare to go to Wellington, we actually start way in advance. I think that we're well aware that the conditions of England versus Wellington, Florida are quite different. So my horses will leave. I like to give them probably, if possible, 2 to 3 weeks once they arrive there to get acclimated and get them used to the heat, used to the humidity. We want to, make sure that they're at the top of their health for when we start competing again. Travel can affect horses in many ways. If you're talking about just going in a truck, say from England to France, there are some horses that travel very easily. They get on, there's no stress. They just go from one place to the other and it's seamless. There are other horses that actually stress along the way, refuse to drink water, won't eat anything if given to them. Some of them sit back on their hind end and get sore muscles, get sore backs. There's just a whole wide range of things that can actually go wrong while traveling. When you're talking about traveling in an airplane, say overseas, like for example, when we go to Wellington, they don't know about jet lag, thankfully, like we do, but there has to be some effect to them. I mean, they are creatures of habit, and we stick to a pretty strict schedule with them. They eat at 7 in the morning, and there's a whole lot of different things that can affect them. And I think what's important for us is the fact that we can carry on with the same feed products, the same supplements, anything that we're using. And I think it's just the best thing for their health all around. Some horses I've had go to Florida, they never miss a beat. All of the conditions, it doesn't affect them at all. Other horses, they don't deal with it well at all. Whether they become lethargic, whether their coats don't go the way that we think that they should. There's just the whole wide range, and that's the importance of knowing your horse and their individual idiosyncrasies, and the importance of making sure that you stick with the same sort of nutrition plan as best as possible. What's so important is maintaining the consistency of what they're eating so that they can have the same program, the same supplements, the same feed, the same routine. If they are going to struggle at all, we're going to hopefully keep that struggle to a minimum. So in addition to the feed, we'll feed the supplements with the vitamins and antioxidants just to make sure that all the bases are covered. It's very important to keep their immunities built up. That's the beauty of what we're doing with Red Mills and Foreign is ideally what we'll give them is something that they'll stick with. Because what you don't like is to do a lot of changing with horses. You want it to be on the same consistent basis. So we'll feed the same feed, hopefully the same quantities. Really, one of the hardest things that we find with the horses is leaving this climate here in England or Europe in general and going to Florida where it's very, very hot and humid. And so for the horses here, they've already gone sort of into winter mode, hibernation mode. They've grown coats. They have very little light. So then we take them out of here, we put them over there, we clip their hair off, and it's hot and bright and sunny. So for them, when they work, it's hard on them. They sweat a lot, so we want to make sure that they keep all their insides working and keep the electrolyte levels where they need to be. We would go from here where they would get very little electrolyte at all to there where we would make sure that they had plenty just to keep everything hydrated. So one of the great things that Foreign Equine has is the pre-fuel and the refuel concept. So, you can give them something before competition to, just boost them and make sure that their energy level is what you want it to be. And then after competition, You give them the refuel, which actually, helps replenish the electrolytes and the vitamins and minerals that they need.